Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's jump on into this. So this morning, we got two small cap movers, FMTO and Vero. Vero, I saw yesterday, I think in the aftermarket popping up. We will look into those real quick. One, FMTO is up 120%. And Vero is up 278%. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into these and see what's going on around here. So let's go here. Actually, before I do that, I need to get this. Boom. All right. So Veru came from, what is this, $2.91 all the way to $11. Must have been some type of catalyst that I'm just missing or something. Let's see. Go here. Where's my thumb? Boom. Also, I did some tweaking on the audio. Let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear as well. Okay, that should work. And now back over to this. Okay, so let's start with FMTO. This is Femto Technologies, Inc. Common stock. Has 11 million shares traded. Press releases. So 7 days ago, Femto Technologies, Inc. announces results of AGM. What is AGM? Vancouver, British Columbia. Okay, so Feminist Wellness Product is pleased to announce the results of its annual general meeting of shareholders, the AGM. Okay, so that's just a meeting of shareholders. Setting the number of directors at 5 and electing Ben, Gabi, whatever, as directors of the company. The proposed amendment to shareholder rights plan described in company's information circular dated February 24th. Okay, so they just got some new, they just appointed some new leadership there on FMTO. Let's look at Vero. Venus Concept common stock. Venus Concept to release first quarter fiscal year financial results on May 15th, 2025. Okay, so they did that. This is from 2 days ago on May 15th. So that's already happened last month. Let's see. They're gonna host a conference call. Wait, April, May. That's coming up. Never mind. April, May. May 15th. That's a couple weeks away. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Almost a full month away. So we'll see what happens towards that. What do they actually do? What do both these companies do? May 15th. I was like, wait, is today April, May? My days get mixed up. All right. Let me make sure you guys can hear me as well. Okay, yep. Going to FMTO. Femto Technology Inc. develops and manufactures artificial intelligence enhanced women's wellness devices and services in Israel. In Israel, okay. Its products include Femto Intimacy, which uses the company's smart release system technology to develop and utilize sensors that detect, infuse, and personalize wellness substances to support intimacy and well-being. Femto Sports, that focuses on enhancing well-being experiences pre and post-sports activities, and Femto Cosmetics, which concentrates on hair and facial aesthetics. The company also owns and markets Benefit CRM, a customer relationship management software product that enables small and medium-sized enterprises to enhance day-to-day activities. The company was formerly BYND Canasoft Enterprises Inc. and changed its name to Femto Technologies in 2024. Femto Technologies Inc. was founded in 2000 and is based in Kiryat Moskin, Israel. Well, there's an Israeli stock. All right, so let me go ahead and put that under those Israeli stocks right over there. FMTO. Let's go look at Vero. Vero, Venus Concept Inc., a medical technology company, develops, commercializes, and delivers minimally invasive and non-invasive medical aesthetic and hair restoration technologies, and relates services in the United States and internationally. Its product portfolio includes Venus Legacy and a non-invasive device used in dermatological and general surgical procedures for females. Venus Versa, a multi-application device used in aesthetic and cosmetic procedures. Okay, so both of these are kind of like along the same line of skin and just health, overall health. This one's from Toronto, Canada. So we got a Canadian stock. And neither one of these have catalysts on today. They kind of just popped up in aftermarket yesterday. So anyway, let's look at some more pressing news. So FMTO, as you know, I'm allergic to Israeli stocks. And so every time I touch them, my skin bubbles. And so I definitely leave those alone. They always do me wrong. So I'm just okay with avoiding that one. Looks like Vero is going to end up getting more volume than it soon anyway. Some of the other things going on in the market, let's look at the NQ. So we had talked about this two levels here. So yesterday, the ATR high was up here at 8,200, something like that, 18,200. It got right up to that high and turned around, okay, on that ATR high. Today, the ATR high is at 17,939, but we have done a complete gap fill. So the gap fill we put out here, that I put out here on 4/7/25, got filled, got played around, all that good stuff, and got it is reclaiming itself as some type of resistance. Came up here, touched it this morning at 17,394, and is headed down. So now we have this ATR low down here of the 16, like right around the 16,500s, that is heading down towards. So we're gonna see how it does on this level and how it does when it breaks the previous lows here. So it's about a $200 gap from let me make sure I'm on the right screen. I hope I'm on the right screen. Yeah, $200 gap from 16.7, and then we got the 16,985 right there. Okay, so we got some levels to be played with if it comes down here. Let's go and look at oil. Oil is continually coming down as well. See how low oil comes. Can I just buy oil off the cuff? Let's see. So it's down to 55 bucks. Let's go over here to the bigger chart here. Maximize. All right, so let's look at our boy oil. So oil over here dropped through this 66 level. Now it's down here. This 55 was up there at 120. And so we're seeing a nice little adjustment on the prices of oil. I don't know if it'll ever get back down here to $6.50. That's just crazy. It went down there. I'm sure so many people bought when it went down there, but you know, if it comes down to even 10, that'd be cool. But just watching. Another one that I've been watching is SOXL. We did see it come back up. It bounced back up a little bit over 10 yesterday, but I still thought that it had a little bit of a ways to go down. It really didn't test these levels down here that we had marked. We got one down here at one down here around $4, and we got one right here at around 5 something. So I'm looking for it to come on down there on XOXL, and continuing to watch this one to pick up some shares. Let's also go through our top 10. Right now, Nvidia is leading the way in the mid and large caps. We got a ATR high up here of 103, and it's kind of sitting right in the middle of both of these right now. So the low is 89, like right at 89 flat, and the high is up here at 103s. So we'll see, does it want to, or really, it really depends on what the market does. If the market goes up, it's going to follow it up. Tesla, same kind of look, right in between there. We got our previous price levels that it went up, and you can see this one was on 311. It came up here, significant level that was touched, and this was one of the levels that was made in pre-market back on 311. Came up, touched that, and it just confirmed as resistance. We had this little gap here, came and played around that gap, and now has come back through the gap and looking to the downside. We got the ATR low down here at 198. Palantir, it's another one. It's already looks like it tapped yesterday's ATR, and now the new ATR is 84.80, and it's looking like it's headed down as well. All right, so, and look at FMTO, nothing but wicks. And this is what I hate about a lot of Israeli stocks. All you see is these wicks. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Vero is the Canadian stock, but both of these are dealing with like feminine healthcare and kind of devices to kind of monitor and adjust on feminine healthcare. So I don't know how that's going to do today. They didn't have any keywords like breast cancer in there, or something along those lines. That usually goes crazy. But as for now, I don't know about these two. All right, I'm about to jump on over here to check out what the dividend portal is presenting here. Let's go see. I did add to what I added to yesterday. I added to I sold Method that bought like one share, but I think it can actually come back down a little bit lower. And right now it's at 535. I'm like, I think it can come lower. I bought it the first time at 529 just to get a starter position, and it bounced up. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna see if it can actually really consolidate around these levels so I can get a better entry. BGS, still waiting on that one. Gut, I'm not holding this one anymore. I've been kind of waiting on this. I don't know about Gut. It's just been kind of weird. TEI. And also, let me know if you guys can hear me clearly. I did some adjustments on the volume, and if I need to turn myself up anymore, Mike D was telling me it was a little low yesterday, so I was like, ooh, let me adjust that and get that on, get that right. VOD, okay, WB, Coles still going down, 618. So basically what my scans do on these dividends is look for lows. And so that's why most of these that you see down here are revisiting lows that they have made in the previous years. This one hasn't been down here. BTRS since 2008. So 2008, 2009, down here to $7. We'll be watching that one. NWL at $4.84. So it is, I'm already in this one. I was getting into this zone, looking for how it's going to play through this zone. XRX, I already got a little bit of this one. I'm not at a full size yet. IEP, I'm glad I sold out of this one. This one just, it's not looking like I want it to be looking. It pays a good dividend, but maybe I can get it lower. RGP, I'm already in this one. Let's see, what is this? 489 down here is where I'm looking, but I'm already kind of, it's not at full size. None of these are full size because I don't know what the market's going to do. I just like the drops and I just added into it, and I'm looking for what it wants to do next. Kennedy Wilson, another one that we've seen back up to 20 bucks a couple of times. And you can look into any of these. I'm not going to delve into it unless you want me to look into them, but you know, go and check out their financials and all of that good stuff. WIT, why is that still here? I thought I got rid of that. Okay. New Skin, not great. Leg. All right, VFC down here to $9. Look, it once was up there at 103 and now back to $9. Intel finally breaking down $20. Been waiting forever. And so I'm going to be ready when it comes down. Be looking for it to come down and test these $12 levels ish. I'll be looking for Intel. I'm going to be looking. Another that I've been kind of keeping my eye on is Vail. Seen it, and it's been back up multiple times, but I think I can get it lower. I dropped my position that I had on it. I had bought, and I was like, you know what? It looks like it's going to continue to come down a little bit, so I'll wait. And then SOXS. Waiting for it to really show us what it wants to do around this like $6 to $5 level. It's been up there to 74, been up there to 74, and looking for it to hold these bottoms. It's got a little something right here, but it's noticeable. Didn't spend much time back into this area, but we'll see about all that. And then P10. P10 is another one that we saw yesterday, which I'm kind of watching. All right, back over to everything else. Not really seeing anything else that on the scans. Day trade. All right. So FMTO, Vero did a little pullback. Vero, not Veru. Vero is up 272%. It's about to hit 10 million shares traded. We'll see if it can catch up. But these two being the top movers, I don't know how I'm viewing the catalyst. One of the catalysts is earnings, and then one of the catalysts is they appointed new directors like last month or something like that. So I don't know about either one of these. One is an Israeli stock, which is FMTO, which I'm definitely not touching. And then Vero, I don't know. There's a whole lot of I don't know in this pre-market. But what I do know is I will not be trading that Israeli stock. This one also has wicks as well, though. Coming into the start of this big candle high up here to 1196, came down, swung up again, another kind of hit up here by the shorts. So seeing those wicks and not trying to ignore them, you know. Got 3 million shares before it passes FMTO on the day in volume. Hopefully you guys can hear me well on YouTube and Kick and Twitch. So great. Vero. Previous little level that it got knocked down to. It continues to come back down to this 12 flat level on Vero. But I don't know if that's a significant level. It has tested it twice though. I might not put a price level there. I'm just gonna, well, I might. And test it twice there. And this is a pre-market level. We'll see if it tests it again. Edit. $25. And we'll put on there. It's not really a body block. It's just a tested level. So what do I want to make it? I don't know what it is. So I put gray. Don't know what it is. And I put 12 flat. All right. And also add how many times it's been tested. Pre-market, say 2x. So I remember what this was tested 2 times. All right. So right at that level, 2 tests. Maybe that'll be something that it challenges later on in the day or something. But right now, not really getting back up there. Has a bottom down here of 1050s. Point of control at 1089 right now. It's well above the previous day's ATR, but the new ATR hasn't come out yet. Won't come out to the open. Jump back over here to NVIDIA. Still has more volume than Vero with 11 million shares, but nothing else seems to be keeping up. Tesla is number 2 on the mid and large caps with 4 million shares, which has a lot of work to do to catch up. But right now, NVIDIA looks like it's going to be leading the day in whatever decision that the market makes. Let's jump back over to the market as well. So we got right under the 17,000s here. Small pop up after, and this is under the ATR high. So I'm thinking bearish unless it can break back over this gap fill area. But right now I'm thinking in my head bearish on the market. I know it had a little bit of a test point right here at 16.75. Came down and formed a higher low, but I don't think the true volume is in here yet. We got to see what this test actually becomes down here at 16.740. And I don't even know if this has been tested multiple times. So there's got to be a reason that it pulled up at this level. So let me go back and see if I can find any correlation with this. All right, so came down here one time on 16,000 here. Let's zoom back some. Let's see if we can't see that again. 16. Where is the alignment? Back. Okay, so this is just a new frontier. This only goes back 180 days. I guess I could go to the larger time frame here and look at what we got. So we got down here 16,749. Okay. Not really obvious through here. Okay, it hit it back here. Was this 2021? Okay, that's a little bit more obvious. And then nothing else. Sorry. So will this become, where is it? Where did that go? Will this become resistance again? I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait on that because I don't know if that's an actual significant level. But I do know this ATR low at 16,500 is looking like a significant level. Back over to FMTO coming on down. Yeah, volume is just not super aggressive on these for sure. Just kind of hanging around. Now Nvidia has more volume than Vero. What are you doing? Still sitting around this 95.86, and they got some decisions to make. Trying to get up there. 12 flat. Was holding above that point of control, 1089. Did a slight pullback with a nice little resistance level there. Popped off 11 up here to 1160s. Will we see harsh rejection at this level? It didn't even touch it. Through a high up there of 1190. So something is right here at this $12 level. It didn't even touch. I'm not even going to count that as a third try. We need to see an actual touch on that level. We got 2 minutes left until the 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Central Time. So at the open, I'm wondering, can it actually get this level, this 12 level, from the open? Or I say at the open because a lot of people, they'll click the buy button right at the open. But I mean, like around the opening time, will it come up here and test this 12 level for any type of movement up? but it depends on if it dumps from here or not. 1065. $30 left on this candle. Looking at the larger time frame for this though, let's go over here and look at this. So we can see this is another one that does the pop and drop type scenario. And because it's on weak news, I don't know how big of a pop that it can get. It closed, yeah, this thing kind of looks super dead. Closed 292 and now it's sitting up here at 11 something. So where's the 11s? 11 all the way up here at 12 something from where it stopped yesterday. We can see it has a pattern of coming up, big drop, coming up, big drop. Now, will there be opportunity on this one? Maybe, but we'll just have to see. Let's go back over. Yeah. So a lower high here. Is it actually going to tap it 3 times and still fail here? Mm. The point of control has moved up to 1106. We'll see if we can actually continue to hold that. Or does it want to test that resistance one more time? It is not overtaking FMTO in volume yet. FMTO is kind of running away on it. So more people are over here shorting this right now. They have 16 million shares traded on it. Looking for this thing to go on down. So yeah, Vero is definitely going to have to get that volume up. Nvidia also jumped. There's a new, oh, I guess 7 o'clock. Yeah, that's why new volume came in. I was like, what just happened? Like everything jumped like 3 million shares in like a minute. All right. So $11 is going to go ahead and crash out. Definitely a nice pause under this previously tested level. There's 1108. It's going to go ahead and push down some. Okay, bounced off the 11 hold dollar level. Looking around. Almost tapped it. Not really a double top, just right below that previous level. But something is holding here at this $12. I don't know if it's going to rip through it or what, but with the catalyst that it has, it doesn't have the catalyst, but it's a small cap, so anything's possible, I guess. And it's not super extended either yet. It hasn't done like any like big rips yet, so guess it could be coiling. We'll see. So this is another lower high, slightly lower high than the last one at 1187. Tried to get down there. There's definitely something that continues to keep it away from this $12 whole dollar level. FMTO has a ATR high below this 347. I'm thinking it's dead. It's dead. Now it's actually under 100%. I don't see any penny stocks up here yet that's over 100% that is receiving a high amount of volume. So hmm. There's a 10-cent spread on this, or actually it just changed. It's about a 20-cent spread on. So this spread is a little bit bigger as well. It was just a 20-cent spread on this thing, which means during the open or during the regular day, if you're using market orders, it may be a little bit dangerous to do market orders because it can fill you at horrible prices. But right now during pre-market, it's all limit orders. And I think this thing is kind of losing a little bit of momentum. Sitting around here, people are getting impatient. And I'm looking for it to come back below this 11, but it may not. We'll see. Come on, buddy. IONQ. So nothing in the mid and the large caps looks super exciting. Everything that's leading is red. Nvidia's red on the day. You know, Tesla's red. The only thing that's green is BABA, and it's small green. It's not even big green. That's about it. Everything else is red. So continuing to see the market walk down. 1184. If it gets through this level, then what? Is it actually worth over $12 for what we read? Oh, let me go check the float on this one. I did not do that. So we checked the profile on Veru. Let's go check the floats and all of that good stuff. Float is under a million. Institutional holding, gee whiz, 29%. So this is going to be a heavily manipulated stock right there. I'm good on that. Okay, I'm glad I looked at that. That's insiders are stupid low and institutions are stupid high. That's not what we want to see there. No, 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 no. So that is another reason to sell myself out of this trade instead of jumping in. All right. Let's go look at other things and see if it's verified across the board. Okay, so over here, short interest, this was updated on 14, but the short interest really doesn't matter if the institutions are in there that heavy. Because they are in there heavy. Let's see. Institutional only. This one doesn't really, is really showing the same thing. Let me look at what the date was on that. Institutions, looks like 3/14. Okay, so these are recent updates to this. I'm not seeing anything older than share short month, prior month. All of that is this year. Okay. Let's go to here. Insiders, this one has institutions at 10% still. It's quite a lot of institutional holdings. We may see some very spectacular things happen on Vero today. Manipulative things happen on Vero today. So as for now, these top two movers, something's gonna have to come and defeat them, come and draw attention away from them. But I'm not seeing anything that's getting over 2 million shares that is, over $2 that can give a range right now. Got about 4 minutes left on this candle, and most of the momentum seems to have got chalked up. All right. Over here to XOXL. Well, that thing hit a low of 689, and I hope people didn't think that was as low as it could go. We'll see if we can get down under that 689. But I'm ready to scoop off the bottom, baby. NQ still just floating right where it was. So yeah, I'm thinking bearish on the day on the whole overall market, especially after failing this gap, coming back through this gap like this. There is a slight, let me look at this. I want to see this right here break down. So this little slight trend that it has right here, I want to see that break down. I'm going to extend to the left, extend to the right to see if it's meeting up with any other points. I need to go to the maximum chart here. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm looking at the max chart. Nah. So over here, that's kind of like an imaginary line. I don't know if that's an actual uptrend. I'm thinking it's bearish. But I would just put it on there just to keep in mind what people could be looking at, what people could. I'm gonna actually name this trend line imaginary. Oh, did I? Whatever. Image. I don't know. Trend, because it hasn't been confirmed yet. And let's see what else we want to do. Imaginary. You know what? Since it hasn't been confirmed yet, I'm just going to take it off. What's the point of having it on there, right? We'll see what happens today. I don't want to cement an imaginary line or imaginary line on the chart. Let me just get rid of it. FMTO. Go ahead and give up the ghost. We know you want to. Those institutions know you want to. MSTR is green, up 1%. Only 1 million shares traded. It takes a lot of money to move MSTR though. It takes a lot of money to move any of these mid to large caps. So 1 million shares is not that impressive. The only one that's impressive right now is Nvidia with 10 million shares, and then behind it Tesla with 7 million. Maybe something there. $7.15. New candle just opened. Very small volume. Guess everybody has come to a consensus that this one, you know, it's kind of dead in the water. With all those institutions at play. So it made a high, lower high, all that good stuff. And now it's sitting right above the, like 20 cents away from the, what is the ATR? ATR on this one is 48 cents. 48 cents. And it'll probably be way higher by the end of all this. Popping down there again to the 11s. Has this low of 1050 that it can come down to. 1070, 1050. Go ahead and crash out and give up on the day. Ah, boy. Anyway, hopefully you guys have been having a good week. I have been filling up the bucket on dividends and crypto and all that good stuff. Hasn't really been a super hot week on the day trading side. All right, got to drop down. Go ahead and fall. Where's the excitement, bro? On a hump day, where's the excitement? Like, I understand these folks right in here got clapped around in these spikes, but like, other than this, the bottom again at this 1102. So I'm wondering, is this going to be one of those flat top breakout and then fail type deals with the institutions in there? Are they going to allow it to get back up here and take their final positions up here above 12 and crash it out at the open? I guess I'm just trying to weigh the options here. Not for me to trade it, but what could actually happen on it. I don't know. Point of control still at 1106. It has not chosen to crash out just yet. Still holding that 11 flat. Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll see something better. Maybe during the day or something. Something will come up. All right. Small tap at 11. The beta on this one is a negative 0.05, so it really doesn't care about the market. FMTO is at the same place. It really doesn't, like the market going up or down, really won't affect it. So they're kind of going to do what they want to do, which is scary because if they want to dump, they just dump. They don't care about the market. Market's going up, so market going down, nobody cares. Let's just manipulate it. But it doesn't seem like the really big players are in on these yet. Because when that big money comes in and they're holding big positions, there are big movements in the ticker. We're just not seeing that. Unless the big movements are about to be the shorts right here. Breaking down 11 again. Hmm. Market continuing to come on down. Let's see if it'll break down this level of. Let's see, what is this? The 16.8, 16.875. That's what it looks like it's marching its way down to. Let's go look at that. Little bit more interesting moves on the NQ over here. Coming back towards these lows, we'll see if it breaks down this 16.862.75 ish level. And what is going to be the reaction down here at this previously tested low. I know Mike D was reminding me that futures were down, and I was like, yeah, the future is uncertain, so I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be just marching up through the ceiling. Uncertainty in the market. When the buyers buy and the sellers jump out. I guess one good thing with that hedge funds do is they hedge against a lot of their positions. So, they could close out one position and reopen another one and, continue to hedge against whatever they think is going to happen next. And you can do the same thing with options, hedge your positions, or you can have stock like on an Nvidia stock and then have puts on that stock, make money as it's coming down and still hold your actual shares of that stock. But right now, we don't know what this thing is going to do under this gap fill. I just am leaning towards the bearish side because it could easily come back up here and retest this 17,394 before it decides to go down. Anyway, yeah, this just isn't attractive anymore. Just wicks. Getting bought up off this level. What is this? The 1091. It'd be funny if it blasts through this just to get people in going towards the open. We have about an hour. It's almost 7:30. We got about an hour left. So I'm wondering, are they going to try to trap people up here for the big drop? All right. Well, coming up on the 7 o'clock, the two that we saw was FMTO, which is an Israeli stock that I think is going to chop people up. Actually, let's just go and look at what the institutional holding is on FMTO and see if both of these are just super over institutionalized tickers. Insiders, what, 10.34. So they got some insiders in there, but that is really just throws me off. I like for all of the things to come into line. What I'm trying to do. So a fall back to the bottom of this candle would be 1088. So either way it goes, you're risking, quite a bit just for a little drop if it does drop. If you were to get into these on the highs, be like, okay, well, let's say you take 20 shares at 1138 and it drops right back down here to 1091. You lost 30 cents per share that quick. And I continue to see this spread not tighten up. So this spread, it keeps going from 10 cents to 20 cents. And that's kind of dangerous for anybody trying to take a good position. which means there's probably someone in here that doesn't care about the position, that's just throwing shares. And they're not throwing a whole lot either, because it's still, I mean, it's barely at 12 million shares traded since the last time we looked at it. All right there. And there, that's what's happening. So this little point that it came up to is 1141. That's a 40-cent drop just in that little space right there. That's crazy. New candle just opened. It is 7:30. All right. Well, I've seen, and yeah, I'm about to get up out of here and do something else. We'll see if anything else pops up. If it does, I'll let you guys know in the Discord. But I'm about to get ready to get my day started on this beautiful hump day. I might go and buy some more. I don't know. I think I'm gonna chill out on the dividend buying for now to let some time pass and see where these things want to settle out. Still watching XOL heavily, still watching Intel heavily. So those will be definitely on the watch. Anyway, I'm about to buzz out. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I kind of like for day trading or for small cap trading, I kind of like to see some excitement in the market. And right now I'm just kind of seeming dead here coming into the open. So I'll be careful, and hopefully you be careful as well. And as always, let's see. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Let's see what I want to do.